telling me to rotate my phone like this. Well, let's see how this is going to post afterwards. But hello, everybody. I hope you are doing good. I just wanted to hop on here for a few minutes and really talk about something that's been on my heart and my mind, and honestly on my phone for the past probably 2 weeks, because I had started writing a note about it. Like every time I have some thoughts about an episode or just like some encouraging thoughts, I always write it in a note on my phone. And so every day I've been getting a reminder of this note, and it's called Reclaiming My Time. And I've never gotten reminders of notes before. So the fact that this keeps popping up on my phone is confirmation for me, like, okay, girl, let's share this out. Somebody needs to hear this. And I also find it very not coincidental, because God do everything on purpose. But I just find it very timely that today is also National Day of Prayer. But I wanted to talk about reclaiming your time and how to just take back, your power, and how to recognize when it's being taken from you. Because I know sometimes we don't even recognize when power is leaving us. We just, have internal feelings of just, discontent. And so, for myself, I've been in situations where I've lost power, where I've and didn't even recognize it, But one thing I know is that there's always opportunity to take your life back and reclaim what's yours and really start off on a new path. I've been in situations before where I just didn't know. I didn't know the path I was going. I didn't know like what was happening, what would become of it, But one thing I do know is when you step out on faith, and when you step out and really make a determination for what you want for your life, it just changes everything. And that's what I mean when I say reclaiming my time. So this quote came from Maxine Waters, and she said, so in Congress, there's this thing where, each leader is given a certain amount of time to talk. So Representative Maxine Waters, she was talking, and she had asked a question to a guy, and he didn't answer her question. Anytime, if somebody doesn't answer your question, is going off topic, or maybe interrupts you, you can say, reclaiming my time, and they pretty much have to shut up and give you back the floor. So as he was talking, she was like, reclaiming my time, because you ain't talking about what I'm talking about, and you're not answering my question. And that's where this came from. And I just thought it was so timely to serve as a disruption to something that just is not worth your time, or something that just doesn't move you forward. And so where is that? Yeah. So when I say reclaiming my time, I mean taking back your power in terms of what you do with your life. We all have the ability to control certain things, right? We can't control our past. That's already happened. That book is already written. But we do have the opportunity to control our future. And though, our past we have went through some experiences in our past that's brought us to where we are, we can always make decisions to better our life and move ourselves forward. And so I'll just give you an example of a period I had went through in my life where, I was in a really bad relationship, an abusive relationship. And, despite that relationship, I was still going to school, still working full time, still trying to operate at the same type of capacity, even though like I was so stressed, I was so frustrated, I felt like I was just stuck. Has anybody felt like that before? Like you just feel stuck. Like you don't even know what to do, and sometimes you don't even know how you ended up in that situation, but you just feel very stuck. That's all I can. That's the only thing that I can call it. I just felt stuck in a really bad space. And I just remember I got a call from, I was in college getting my bachelor's degree, and I remember I got a call from my advisor, and she had told me that because I had failed my classes 2 semesters in a row, because I'm the type of person, I'm gonna keep going till you tell me, girl, look, you done failed all these classes, you have to take a break. I'm still going to try to put my best foot forward, even if, it's not good. I'm still going to try to do my best that I can to keep going. And so at the time, I had just been going through so much stuff, and school was just not a priority for me, but it was something that I was determined to finish. And so I remember getting a call from her, and she let me know that I was being suspended academically because of my grades. And I don't know, like at that moment, it just kind of felt like, honestly, like a weight had been released off of me. Not because like, oh, school was, a burden for me, but it was almost like I wasn't going to stop. Like I needed somebody to force me to look at my life and take a break and reassess. But that not only gave me the opportunity to recenter myself, but it also gave me an opportunity to look at my life and really visualize what I wanted for it. Because now I can't go back to school, right? So now I'm working, I'm still in this relationship, still trying to figure out how I'm gonna get out of this relationship. And during that time, the relationship had ended forcefully as well. The relationship had ended. During that break from school, I couldn't come back for, I think it was 1 semester that I couldn't come back. But during that time, the relationship had ended. My relationship with God just grew as well, and I just really got certain on what I wanted for me, what I wanted for my life, and just what I wanted to where I wanted to take things, right? Because I couldn't change it. I couldn't change the fact that I had failed 2 semesters in a row. All of my classes, I couldn't take back the fact that I never asked for help, and I never shared what I had been experiencing with anybody. I just kept it to myself. And so I couldn't change that, but I did have the opportunity to, when I started school again, that after my break semester, to start back on a better note. And then on top of that, I had a certain grade that I had to get in order to be able to come back after. I think it was like a B or maybe a C or something like that was a requirement. But just during that time, it just gave me an opportunity to take back my life and really reassess what I wanted for me and not what I wanted because of somebody else. Just during that time, I was able to just, identify where I saw my life going, and really just get the help that I needed to move forward. And I didn't look back after that. I didn't look back. I wasn't in a why me kind of state of why is this happening to me. All I knew is that it had happened, right? And I knew that transformation needed to take place in order for me to unstuck myself and get in a better space. And so I moved to a whole new city where I didn't know anybody, actually. I didn't know anybody. I moved to a whole new city. I got a new job. I stopped communicating with people who didn't, uplift me. And I just sought better circles and circumstances. And was it easy? No. No. It wasn't easy, especially when you find yourself being like, okay, I don't know if I can trust who I can trust, or, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like after you've been hurt and after you've been mistreated, it's very difficult to kind of open yourself back up to the possibility of letting other people in, especially when you've been in a bad space. And so after coming out of that situation, it was like, I didn't want anything to do with anybody who didn't move me forward, who wasn't contributing to my growth, and who wasn't, I guess, helping me to move forward. And so that's what I did. I cut ties with those people. I cut ties with that person. I moved from that job, moved from that city, and just had honestly, a fresh new start and reclaimed my time for real, huh? But yeah, after that, I was like, yeah, it was time for something different, and I was able to take back my life. But then I also, because I mentioned that today was the day of prayer, I had also prayed that prayer that I tell people, don't pray this prayer unless you for real, because every time I pray this prayer, things start to happen and things start to get real. And the prayer was, God, if this is for me, this is for me. But if it's not, I need your help. I don't know how to move forward. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. If there's anybody in my life that's not helping me, that's not supposed to be here, or that's outstayed their season, please remove them from my life. And if there's any circumstance that's blocking me from living fully in the life that you have for me, please remove it. And when I tell you, God came like a rushing wind, no joke, because literally the next day, my life changed forever. Forever. And like, I'm not even at the point where I even want to talk about how it changed in that moment, but everything just changed. That very next day, after praying that prayer, things started to change, and change for the better. At the time, I didn't recognize it, right? Because transformation sometimes is messy as hell. Transformation is hard. Transformation is very uncomfortable. And so I didn't know it at the time, but now that I look back, my life had changed for the better. And so, yeah, I say all of that to say is that it's never too late to take back your life. It's never too late to want something different and better for yourself. Is it going to be easy? No, not all the time. Maybe sometimes, I don't know. But I just feel like if anything that comes too easy, you don't want it anyways. But it's never too late to get on a new track, to take back what was taken from you, and that was your power. Not in a sense of like take back the very same thing, because you can't take back what was lost, right? It's gone. You can't take back time, and you can't rewrite history, but you can set yourself up for a better future. You can determine what the rest of your story is going to look like, and the things that you can control. You can strive to put yourself in better situations and circumstances that help to move you forward, and help to prevent you from ending back up in that same space of feeling stuck, of feeling lonely, of feeling by yourself. You can do that. And it starts with you. It starts with you making the decision, not the choice. Because a choice is like one or the other. When you make a decision and you decide that there is no other option but this. When you making a choice, it's like, oh, you open your mind up to the possibility that there are other options. When you change in your life, there is no other option. Either you gonna do it or you not gonna do it, right? So you make the decision and you decide to change your life for the better. And when you do that and you stick to it and you stay disciplined, despite the fact that it's gonna be uncomfortable, it's gonna piss you off. It's gonna help you see more clearly people that you thought were right for you, situations that you thought were right for you, really were not. It's gonna help you see all of that. But it's up to you to stick with it. It's up to you to welcome it into your life and say, you know what, this transition may be difficult, but I'm determined to make it the best. I'm determined to be my best self. And when you decide that, watch how your life change. Watch how God just starts to move in your life in a way that you never expected. For real, watch how you truly start to live the best version and be the best version of yourself. Not some distant version 20, 50 years down the line when you're more established and things are going great, but watch you become the best version of yourself today with what you have, with what exists as is. Watch how things start to happen. So with that, I just want to say it's never too late to take back you, to take back your power, and to reclaim your time. Period. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day, and just let me know in the comments, like, does this resonate with you? And if so, like, what are you doing to reclaim your time, to reclaim your power, and to just be the best version of yourself every single day? All right, bye.